Welcome to this episode of our series on Pomodoro Learning Method. So today, what do I want to do? I want to see how I can use the learning technique to explain how you can study a particular topic in a particular subject. So I told you I'll be going with your comments and your direct messages. So I picked a topic that came up in one of your direct messages, and that is exactly what I am going to be talking about today. So, Pomodoro in action, mastering the circulatory system. That is what we are talking about today. So, my goal today is that you will be able to learn and remember the circulatory system using the Pomodoro technique. So when you want to learn a topic and you want to use the Pomodoro technique, this should be something that should be your goal. So your goal is to be able to learn the topic and to be able to remember the topic. This is very important. So, what are the tasks? So, number one, your task is to understand heart structure and blood flow, right? And then what are the tools? You're using your textbook, your notebook, get a YouTube video. You're using a timer, your notepad, and your writing material, right? Beautiful. So, Pomodoro 1. So, right in front of me right now, I have my textbook, I have my notebook on the circulatory system, and then I have my writing pad. So, what am I going to do in my Pomodoro 1? I'm going to watch a video on heart chambers and valves. Now, don't forget I told you that when you are studying biology, for example, it makes more sense when you see what you are studying before you start to read about it. It just makes more sense because you are able to relate with it, and then you are starting your study from the point of knowing, right? So you are not targeting knowledge, you are targeting knowing, such a way that you are able to, not only do you know it, you're able to teach somebody about it. So start with the video, or start with an illustrative note, a note that shows you picture that is very explanatory, gives you all the information that you need. So that's the first thing you're going to do. And then when you're doing this, take notes and probably draw a diagram, part of what you see in your video or in your illustrative illustrative reading. Draw a diagram, right? So draw a diagram to consolidate what you have read. So to kind of express what you just saw in the video or what you saw in the text you read, right? So if I were you, I'll take notes and then I'm going to draw a diagram. So that's the first I'm going to do. So my first break for 5 minutes, what will I do? I'll stretch, I'll take some water, I'll do some deep breathing, right? So these are things that I believe will help your brain to recover. Like I told you, phones will never help your brain to recover. Phones will never help your brain to recover. So for your brain to recover, you are focused on things that relax you sincerely, right? So permit me to use that word. So stretch, drink water, and do some deep breathing. So Pomodoro 2, I'm going to read a textbook session on double circulations or circulation. I'm going to read a text section, right? For my textbook or for my notebook. And what do? I create a flow chart of blood circulation in the body. So I want to create a flow chart. So where does blood start from? How does it go? How does it go? It doesn't have to be a perfect flow chart. It doesn't have to be a perfect diagram, but just something to. So if I have read a text, I'm presenting it in a diagram. Like I said, what I'm teaching is not sacrosanct. And what I mean by that is you can listen to this now, and then this is just giving you a guideline. Like I intend this to be a guideline so that you can sit down and then you are able to design what works for you. And when you design something, share with me so I can also look at it and see how I can assist, maybe guide you one way or the other, tell you what you have done so well, tell you what you might also want to add to, right? We're all areas you might want to improve on. So create a flow chart of blood circulation in the body. So that is coming immediately after reading your textbook session on circulation, right? So what do? Your second your second break, I advise walk around, maybe have a snack. And when you're having a snack, please avoid sugar. Avoid too sugary snacks. So why? Because sugar will spike up the glucose level of your brain. It looks like you are grasping everything you are learning, but you know what? When you have a crash, that is how your memory capacity is also going to crash at that time, because it was sustained by artificial sugar, artificial energy from artificial sugar, right? So take a snack, walk around. Your snack can be a fruit, it can be a piece of vegetable like carrots, cucumber, or something that will not spike your blood level, so your sugar level in the blood. It is very, very important. All right. So my third Pomodoro is I'm going to quiz myself with preset questions or with flashcards. I've seen a video, right? I have read a text. I've drawn a diagram. I've drawn a flow chart. How do I know how when I've done this? So I'm going to quiz myself. Maybe I'm going to meet flashcards, preset questions, or maybe I'll guess why I pass questions to test how effectively I've learned in the first two Pomodoros. That's exactly what I'm going to do, right? And then, so after that, I'm going to take a longer break. So what will I do during my longer break? I'll relax and reflect. So the process of reflection is what we call active recall. I'm going to run some series on active recall, on how you can use it to consolidate your memory. Active recall. We all do active recall. The challenge is that most of the time we don't do them with proper understanding. So we dissipate a lot of energy, or even when you don't dissipate energy, we are not able to cash in on all the benefits of using active recall. So use your long break, which is between 15 and 30 minutes, to journal what you have learned and to relax and reflect. Active recall. It is very important for you. So when you're able to do that, you have learned something new, you have consolidated it, you have tested your memory to be sure that you can actively recall it. Since you have been able to do all of that, then you can say, yes, you've been able to achieve something. So what I would do, I've been able to achieve, no one would have learned, summarized, applied, and revised the circulatory system in 3 focused Pomodoros. That is how it works. Very simple. Very, very simple. Don't do more than 4 Pomodoros at a time. If you do that, you get stressed. You can do 2, you can do 3, you can do 4. Please don't do more than 4. Don't forget what I told you in our first class on Pomodoro. Don't extend your timing. 4 Pomodoros per an entire learning session, the largest one. We can do 2, we can do 3, right? At the end of the day, understand what you have achieved and document it. It will really, really help you. So you can also repeat this for other topics like the digestive system, respiratory system. You can use the same strategy, exactly the same strategy. So you start by conceptualizing. What do? You can watch a video. When you do that, draw a diagram to represent what you have watched. And then take your break, go back to it, go back to your text, read your text, and then draw a flow, right? A flow to illustrate what you have read in your text, then go on break, come back and consolidate the entire thing. How do you do that initial consolidation? You test yourself. Get 5 wire questions or past wire questions, get maybe 5 of them, and then use it to test how well you are playing. So you use flashcards, you use other methods, right? And then you are able to know, okay, fine, I've actually been able to learn effectively. And then what do? You are you recall. It's very important. Recall, relax and recall, right? It will always be very beneficial to you. All right, so what have we gained today? I said Pomodoro equals to a power tool for smart learners. And what you have learned, start using it today, 1 Pomodoro at a time. Start using it today. There is no essence of learning when you don't practice. Start using it today. And don't forget, drop me a comment. Let me know another topic you want me to use Pomodoro to help you sort out. And I'll be so glad to do that. When you have your note already, 10 pages, how do you use Pomodoro for it? Imagine you copied a note of 10 pages in your circulatory system. If you follow what I have done, what I've explained to you is going to help you. So even that second Pomodoro, you can break it into two. So maybe your note is so long, you don't want to cover the entire note in 25 minutes. Cover the first part in 25 minutes, take a break. Cover the second part in 25 minutes, take a break. You can break a session of Pomodoro, as I explained it to you, into 2 or 3 other sessions. Just make sure it works for you the way it will make you achieve what you had in mind to achieve. I hope you've learned something today. It's always my pleasure having you around. So don't forget to like the video, comment, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. So subscribe and make sure you have your notification on so that when I drop my next video, you will have access to it. And you will do it quickly, drop your comments quickly, drop your questions quickly, and then I'll be able to respond as quickly as possible. All right, so enjoy your learning. Enjoy the Pomodoro. Thank you.